Welcome back, everyone, to Aurora Esports Overwatch Clash Week 12, the second to last week and second to last match of this week as well, where it's going to be the battle of the 8th and ninth seed this week. So it'll
Should have
be
a
interesting. These teams are looking to be really evenly matched.
should have a good one here. As Riddle said, even matchup.
Hmm
Strengths for both teams on
Now arriving at
what I'm assuming will be
Newtown
King's Row
and
second map.
initiating match.
Yeah, the Chimps like their King's Row at least, and they're a big fan of that rush style. That was their most strong look, especially on that King's Row map. And so they should be able to find some success with this Junker Queen meta that has been brought upon us, as it's that sort of same idea with a rush. But you will see, interestingly here, that Thick Boy is going to be on tank with Sonic
Yeah,
Renekton on DPS and Poke on DPS as well.
if I recall, Thick Boy was uh, uh, switched over to Queen in Overwatch 2 because he was a hog main and won. So I think he's got a lot of time on her before the buff, so it should be interesting to see if he can still maintain his earlier performance on the hero.
Round one. Capture the
Yeah. And you will see both teams going out onto the Junker Queen comp with Chimps trying to go to TP straight to point with that Reaper comp as the Pepper Planes go towards coast and try to get some foothold there. Make sure Paninii as well just drop the scene so they can see the game. You will see Chad taking down Invictus on the Tracer as well. And the Chimps are in such just dominating control at this point that the Pepper Planes aren't sure what to do. They just have to run into thank you.
The planes are running a bit of two different comps right now with the Hanzo and the Tracer. And if you want to get value out of Hanzo, you cannot go to that stuff angle on the coast.
Yeah, a nice knife on the Sonic Renekton found by Urpel, but no one's there to help with them as Invictus just goes to try to force point. The paper planes are just so discombobulated right now. Invictus is still behind the point while Urpel's still coming back from spawn.
enemies sighted.
we got the footage. Don't worry, guys. Chad able to find Invictus again. He's popping out on this Kiriko as Urpel does have this rampage as an early Suzu by Naga, but he just can't be kept up with all this damage, this frontline damage from the Reaper and the Symmetra.
They need to swap up a Hanzo or swap up a Tracer, one or the other.
Yeah.
They're running two different comps, and against a Symmetra, you can't let her charge up, otherwise she's just gonna let her push a shout.
Yeah, it's so rough, and Chad right now, he's just got Invictus' number, but Neslo finds a nice pick on the poke as multiple ults come out. Both rampages, a nice purple onto Urpel as well as Naga. Sonic Renekton and Neslo do raid each other out, but the Pepper Planes do get a foothold onto the point as the Chimps are trying to get back on it. Chad gets another headshot onto Invictus.
Their plane is very split, the planes.
Yeah. There's so many ults. Naga still, both support ults still up from the Paper Planes. I don't think they'll be able to get a touch though.
Yeah, it's a bit of an unfortunate turn of events. I think
Yeah.
what happened was, and it's a common thing, when that fight at like 60% broke out where each side used 2 or 3 ults, there's this kind of voice in your head when that happens, that when if you still have your ult, you're like, I don't want to use it, I don't want to overcommit everything. But if you're down 70% to 0, you kind of need a fight win, otherwise you'll see that happened.
Yeah, you need something to work with, and the support line of the Paper Planes, they, like you said, they just didn't want to overcommit like that, but they didn't realize that it was so close that they need to do it right then and there. As you will see, Sonic Renekton move over to the Junkrat as Poke takes the reins on the Symmetra for now. Surely he won't swap like Reaper. Oh, there's the Reaper.
Like Chad, okay, he didn't get the TP, but he has the TP as ability.
Yeah. Thick Boy didn't get the memo. They must have been a comm failure as Thick Boy goes in while Chad was not able to get the TP. Could have a lot of presence on the point, the Pip Flames, as they just need to clean up. Chad gets TP out, but
Yeah, I liked what Thickboy was doing there. You want to be the first one out if you have a chunk rat, but he went a little too far, or the team didn't go far enough. Points of view.
yeah. You see Urple moving over to this Zarya as well, just to put a lot more consistent pressure on the Thick Boy with how much charge he's getting. That beam is so big right now. A nice knife on the Naga though, forces Lamp out, as well as a bubble from Urple. Naga's able to get out, but Urple's just getting bullied right now.
Yeah, Poke needs to go on the immobile DPS of the Hanzo or the BAP. There we go.
Yeah. Yeetmeister. He does get out. Okay.
So somehow no ults from the planes, despite having point for 3 times as long.
Impressive. Urple does fall low, but Naga's still there. Huge graph comes out, but there's a Kitsune as well. Can't utilize this boost just yet. The Sonic Runic's able to find Invictus as Naga's taken down as well. And so it gets a nice exiting pick on the Sonic Runic, which will let them in, but
I'm gonna be that guy and say that I don't think you can make a BAP work and do a Queen comp in close quarters like this.
yeah, I wish it could work.
Yeah, I like BAP, but I think you just gotta go Kiri.
Yeah, it's interesting. I know Naga's more comfortable in that Kiri as well. It just must be that Zarya that they think they want to run with. Tyre comes out from Sonic Runic in the back.
Oh
Able to
my
find
goodness.
3! But he gets stiffed with that dragon from Nislo, as they still have to take him down, as they just clean up now. Oh, lead pick under Urple. That's rough. You do see Naga move over to the Kiriko as well, which is a really good call, especially since Thick Boy has that Queen ult.
A lot of ult advantage here for the Chimps, but like I said, you can nullify 1 or 2 of them with those Suzus.
Just can't be forced early. Well, there it is. Poke still does find the support. Invictus and Urple do find theirs, but that's it. Yeetmeister has to go
Like
really
this.
quick.
That's all she wrote. Unless he hits a... No, he's too slow.
Oh, he just not able to get it. Oh,
Ooh.
it was so close.
Oh,
But
yeah,
the-
Lucio Surf. Lucio Surf goes off.
It does. It does.
Play of the game.
But the consistent like upfront damage of that Chimps line with the Symmetra Junk or Reaper, it just puts so much pressure onto Urple, as well as everyone else on the team, and the paper planes aren't coordinated enough to try and stop that right now.
I will say I think that could be partially. I've rang for the team a few times, and Cold
Mhm.
Beer calls a lot, and so it could be it. Having your main shot caller be gone as well as replaced with someone you're not familiar with. Maybe
Yeah.
they'll improve their comm structure in the leader maps.
It is rough. They should be able to get more used to Invictus calling though, like you're saying, which is a plus. But yeah, the paper planes are down Cold Beer right now. They have Invictus ringing. They are down Base God XDDD for perhaps the whole series. It may just be the first couple maps. And they're also down Cello Guy. So it's really rough for them right now. They're down 3 of their main players. Or at least they're like all start out too, because Yeetmeister sits on the bench.
Interesting. So no ringer gotten for either of the other 2 players.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, Neslo is usually on the support role right now with Cello Guy on DPS.
Yeah, if I
So
remember, I think Cello Guy is pretty high, so you could get a variety of people. I don't know if there's many people that are able to rank for base god at that
Yeah.
bracket, but
it's rough because it's like the Nathan effect. It like what I think it's like if I were to get a ringer for Nathan on tank, that would not be good because he's plat on the sheet. Where it's like
Exactly.
like
But
Chilla
yeah,
guy. I want to say he's like low diamond on the sheet, but he hit like GM on DPS playing like Sombra and stuff. So it's like the same thing like that. It's rough.
yeah, Cello guy is master support plat DPS, so you could have even gotten like a support ringer for him. There's a bunch of good options around that SR. Even
Yeah.
if you don't mainly play him on that role. It's an interesting choice.
I think he's just a big fan of getting his own players playtime like that. Respectable, as I know he's one to sub himself out
But
if he
if he
can.
gets another ringer, he can sub himself out, though, is what I'm saying.
Fair. I mean, he usually subs himself out with base god, from what I know. So
Hold on, Blizzard World, okay.
let him cook.
Perhaps trying to avoid the Chimps curse.
Yeah, the Chimps 3-1 curse. I want to say they played every game except for I want to say like 3. Except for those 3, they played them all 3-1. So, and Kings is definitely the Chimps paradise, really. So they don't want to bring him there at all. They're just going Blizzard World instead with no swaps on their side.
Yeah, I feel like every season there's a team that, I mean, usually it's undefeated or something similar, but there's always one team at least with a weird, always get a certain map score every match they play, but
Yeah, yeah, the teams that always go 3-2 right now. Yeah.
there's some of those, yeah. I think my team's gone map 5 the last few as well.
Last couple weeks shenanigans. People are out doing stuff. People hanging out in Illinois, going wherever. So it doesn't matter actually. Some of these do matter at least on this. Like under Washington and above the Chimps between that 7 and 8, it's pretty much locked in where no one can rise above Washington or like drop below the Chimps because it goes from 7-5 to 4-7 right now. So
Right, and
it
the map diff is like
it goes 8 to -11.
yeah, it's quite large.
Yep.
So there's simply not enough games left in the season to even cover that gap.
Yeah. So these do matter at least for that seeding in the playoffs. But if you're not one for seeding, then these last matches don't really matter, as all that really matters is the run through the playoffs, which any team is able to do, as we've seen last season with the Pat Rocks and the Brooklyn Bricks.
I feel like, contrary to past seasons, you can't really predict who's going to be what seed. As far as I know, the top 3 seeds in the league right now are all up for grabs in terms of that. They're all probably going to stay the same teams, but we don't know who's going to be 1, 2, or 3. Because I believe the Nessies are
They're one right now.
They're 1 match loss, yeah. But the other teams have better map differentials, so
yeah, if the
Nessies end up losing, it could be a little bit of a mystery as to who ends up where. But I do like your sentiment. If you know you're in the bottom 3, you got to try to get any advantage you can, or even close to there. Especially with the how do I say, lopsidedness of this season in terms of team outcomes. So
yeah.
use anything you can get.
Yeah, you will see connectivity move over onto DPS over Sonic Rennick as well. The Plat DPS star who many people say overperforms on that SR as well, as he's played with this group of people for many years, and they decides to go on the Ashe instead, and they're going more that surround them sort of style, with that Tracer Ashe as well. As see Eatmeister falling already.
Yeah, Zen is a nightmare to play in a Tracer Ashe. Either one of those by themselves, and then get them both. Again, they're sticking on the BAP comp into a queen.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. Invictus is able to find connectivity with a very nice shot, as Naga is trying everything it can to keep Purple up, as PJ's just reddening on the left side.
See,
Also low.
yeah, you could come into this situation where the queen overextends, but yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, the tank able to be taken down, as it should just be cleanup from now, as the quick tip takes down Naga. I really want BAP to work against Queen. I'm a big BAP enjoyer, as you may know, but
I'm aware.
yeah, I was in Kiri jail last season on the Wendels as well, so I was hoping surely I won't need to play more Kiri this season again,
Well,
after like people trying to die.
Blizzard has taken the like handcrafting the metas in Overwatch 2, so
Yeah. An early flux comes out from Purple as well as a dragon to pair with it. Window as well to force everyone that they can. A huge rampage, able to find 3. Lamp comes out from Naga. His thick boy still just in the
I
back
do-
line behind this one.
I do like that break swap.
Yeah. Connectivity finds Naga as well as Yeetmeister. Both the supports down as he's just behind them.
As Sonic Chronic said, oh wait, hold on.
Invictus clutch, his signature Ash, is just the cavalry came back.
As Sonic Chronic said, the devil shivers when connectivity locks Ash, so...
Yep.
Well, he's no longer on Ash, but...
Yeah, I know he's a lot more comfortable on that hit scan, sort of like the Cassidy, the Ash. Not as much the Sojourn, but you will see him move over to the Sojourn just to get back fast and just a lot more consistent pressure with just that normal shots. As a nice rush comes out from Chad, able to put pressure onto Urpal as he falls down to thick boys. He's just donk walking down main, just running at everyone.
That's kind of the power of Queen right there. You can just keep going, and as long as you have one of your 4 self-healing abilities or passives, you're probably good to go. Sorry, 5, including the ult.
Oh,
Forgot
true,
about that
true.
one. So
I did.
every single one heals you.
Yeah, they're not looking. The paper planes aren't looking at using much here, as they only have the rally. Yeetmeister falls low after some nice
Point
rails
low.
activity.
Only have the Kuriko.
Yeah, able to
Connectivity
find
is
the-
in there.
Just slides in. Invictus able to find Chad,
Maybe
but
it's a though.
Thick Boy's there. Well, Purple's high charge, and he almost has that grab. Connectivity falls. Oh well.
Just a few
I guess
percent
that's
away
that.
from greatness.
Yep.
97%.
Score 0-0.
So sad.
Switching sides.
So it's still tieable by the paper planes
Initiate
as well. They just can't give up a single tick, and it's gonna be able to be tied. But I don't know, that queen is just so strong, and with the pressure out from the DPS as well as Chad, just the one-shot potential and how much burst damage he's able to put out on the Kiriko. Where we saw it last map, he was just doinking Invictus and people all over the place.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
rough.
ready.
my team played Blizzard with our last match, and I was on Queen, and I was almost catching up to my Lucio in terms of healing. So it's definitely, I want to say, a problem, a blessing, and a curse. You know, for Queen enjoyers, it's nice. For people that like anything other than Kiri, Lucio, it's nice. Just probably the majority of support players.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people thinking about the support meta with this JQ stuff going on. Some people say Lucio Kiri's better, some say double flex on a Kiri's better, just to try to shut down that queen as much as they can with that anti-nade. You'll see the pet rocks. Excuse me, I lie. It's a paper plane. The paper planes try this lookout right now as Neslos over onto the Torbjorn.
personally, I think if everyone plays perfect, the Lucio carries better. But in 99% of cases, I think the Ana could provide more. Not only with the nano and the point, but just anything else to do if you're impatient.
Yeah, I know in a lot of these like comp games, this double flex is a lot better because people aren't as coordinated.
It's also a lot more healing.
Yeah. You will see the Chimps going around behind the full flank as Chad's just hanging out on the right. Is able to TP in.
It's about 4 different fights going on, and it ends with the
Well,
Chimps winning quite decisively.
they just ran around certain people like Neslo, and they were able to just didn't have much pressure on them, so they could hold these different cooldowns like the shout and the amp, which is what they needed to get onto the likes of Eatmeister and Naga.
Yeah, as you can see there, that is one of the benefits of Lucio. You just run into them right away, really fast. You can stack the Lucio amp with the Junker Twin Shout to be probably cover more than half of any map in the game.
Yeah. It's a rough out here for the Paper Plains with how many people they're down, as Base God is nowhere in sight, as I don't have him added. But
I do not think I have him at it either, so I did want to talk about the, as there's some mention in the chat here about the outcome of the top 3. So basically, like I said, the Nessies have the best record at the moment. They have the 4th best map differential though. So basically, if the Nessies win their last game, they're 1st seed. If they lose, they are, depending on how their game goes and Tortuga goes, either 2nd or 3rd seed. And so basically, all you gotta do is pay attention to the Nessies.
see how the Nessies perform in their game against the Mice, isn't it? It's the Team Djibouti people against each other finally. Vision Tanikby versus Hayden and Lore.
Yeah, and then Team 2 has a tough matchup in the Dogs. If the Dogs are able to get all of their players there, I think it could be quite the matchup.
Yeah.
And then Pandas play the Shapeshifters, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, you're right. It's a lot of all the top 6 teams are playing against each other.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Kind of funny that.
And then you face the Jimmies.
Yeah. So basically, what I care about is if the Shapeshifters lose and I win, then I jump up to the 5th seed. Sorry, 6th seed. Assuming the Dogs win.
Yeah, they may or may not be down a Kua.
Or don't get 3-0'd, basically.
Yeah.
So the short of it is, if you care, watch the Nessies game. You'll go crazy trying to figure out the Pandas and Tortuga matrix of, since they're within 2 map wins of each other, it's not gonna be pretty. Just wait and see. It's my advice.
Yeah.
Unless you're on one of those 2 teams, then maybe you wanna game it out to try to get a buy or not a buy. Exactly.
Yeah, because from what I know, it's just top 2 teams get a buy.
That's correct.
As well. Which could be. I remember the Nessies are down Vindy for their next match against the Mice.
Also,
which is rough.
An interesting point. Although you can get, I believe, anyone in the league to ring for him, so.
True that you can. But an important thing is that if they win, it's important because this round 1, they're going to be down Vindy again. So it won't matter if they're 1 or 2 seed because they'll have a bye.
Right.
But if they're not, then they'll have to play another match without Vindy. And this time it's single elim.
I don't think it's possible for them to get a 2 seed.
Yeah, I mean, if by some miracle they manage, I don't think it's possible. If Tortuga loses, and it's a 5-map banger, I think, and the Nessies lose, I think they might get 2. They get 2 or 3.
Well, if the Nessies lose and Tortuga lose, the only way that they no, there's no way for the Nessies to overtake Tortuga. Because Tortuga is 4 maps above them at the moment.
If Mice sweep and Tortuga loses, Mice are second seed.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
I didn't realize how the top 6 teams are playing each other and it's like this top end, these top 4 or 5
Yeah,
teams
the
are
top
like really
4 are
volatile.
all- yeah.
It's really volatile. So I was mistaken. If you're not 1 for seeding, you don't have to care. But if you are, this last week and these next matches are crucial. Just because how close some of these teams are.
Basically, there's going to be a lot of good matches to watch. So.
Yeah, hopefully we do get more pride going with these as well. If I'm not doing official pride, I should be able to do scuff pride at least.
I could work out the old couch guy slash step prod and all myself.
I
Ooh.
will snap it in half with my final breath.
I don't think I've done that this season yet.
I don't think so. Nessies will be down there. Nadir says Nessies will be down their first 2 picks, trying to secure the 1 seed. They're down Vic.
Oh yeah, I did hear that they're down big
Oh.
last game.
I didn't hear that one. Yeah. Well, let's focus on this game here, as you will see
There is
Sonic Manic over
There's a
EJ
game
as
we're
well.
watching.
This isn't a podcast, but you'll see Poke move over to the tank, as well as Thick Boy over on DPS, with Sonic taking over for EJ on support, taking over on the Zen.
What I'm gonna be watching here is the Invictus Widow. The Invictus Widow is quite deadly. Adding in the Tavana, and it's a Sigma duel here, so.
Yeah, matching comps almost from either side, as you see Chad on his comfort backpack over Nagazana. Poke able to take down Neslo though, as Thick Boy gets Invictus low and the rest of the Chimps just push up to flush him out, really.
Wow, that's everyone down right there. Full reset.
Yeah, nice shots. Connectivity is already at 65% to Widow.
Over there.
Yeah, it's quite a large gap over Invictus 20.
That's crazy.
Both that Widow can change the course of the fight with just 1 shot, so.
Exactly. Yeah, well, you could say the same with the Hanzo.
Oh,
But
they can
in the right
with
room,
the Widow.
the Widow, the Widow duel happens and Invictus gets the better of connectivity. As
This boy is a little smaller.
yeah, he'd able to find Thick Boy though, which is big. Urple falls half, but Naga's there to save him. Neslo takes down Sonic too. That should be it. Urple invest the flux just to make sure.
Sure, connectivity hit that. Oh, okay, from the top window. Got it.
Mm.
I believe they're playing for one last touch here. They do have flux. They'll probably pop sights in about 2 seconds to see where everyone is.
What, Mississippi? Yeah, oh, yep. From when you said it, that was 2 seconds. Yeah, here comes the flux, just like you thought. Onto both supports, but Yeetmeister is at 80% to Transcendence. He doesn't have it yet.
Yeah, that's really smart decision making from the Chimps, as you can see that Yeetmeister died first in the first fight, or maybe second. So just gambling that he doesn't have ult. And as you can see, it's basically like the first fight all over again now. Except the cart cannot be hidden behind.
True. Both supportals coming online for the paper planes though. You just handle Urple, I guess. Try to put as much pressure on Poke as you can with that Discord too. Or if you just use that, yeah, he has Transcendence, which is big too. Nice dragon from Neslo. Oh, holy moly.
not only did he get 3 with that, he canceled Thick Boy's ult.
Oh, he did?
Thick Boy tried to cast his ult in the middle of the dragon as kind of a
No one can
last-ditch
hide from my
effort, but he died before the cast time.
Suppress this target. How
That's rough.
delightful. Engage this enemy.
Victus does have walls up. And Connectivity does not respect that, so he does pay the price as Thick Boy is just trying to get out with his life as he was held on that off angle. Yeah, Urkel's already 80% pretty much, 75 to another ult. As well, both Zens still have their transcendences.
Yeah, that's the beauty of having a Zen on this map with the Sigma. You just kind of get so much ult charge with the shooting the discorded target.
Yeah, they're really just getting free card pushes. Nothing's really happening as they finally are able to take down Urkel as the support lane just hanging around those silos there in the middle.
Yeah, because every time you hit both orbs on someone discorded, that's 150 damage, which is, I think, like 8 or 9% of your ult. So,
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
And then if you add in the window, that's about 20% with a. It's kind of. I haven't seen any teams really do this, but it could be just a strat to farm an ult.
That's crazy. Yeah, an early flex from Poke. He just. I don't know how he didn't get healed up enough from Yeemeister there.
I think Yeemeister thought that his ult was like a lamp there, but Transcendence is 180 heals per second, and it doesn't retroactively stack. So he just
Does it go through shield?
Mostly you can
No one
kind of block it off like a Lucio beat, but it has to be perfect.
I think that attributed it, but Urkel does look to use that flex early as well as Sonic Ronic just used the Transcendence, doesn't want to take any risks with
All
that.
5 right
Yeah. The DPS are gone. Urkel takes down 2 though. He's so low and he's still got that Discord on him
now.
though.
Zen duel.
Oh.
Oh,
Naga
he's so low.
helps a little
Oh,
bit.
he's going for more.
He wants
No,
it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
He's got the Beth. Yeah, he gave up.
Scared me going after a 600 HP Sigma.
Yeah. Oh. Naga, the lamp force so early. That's big. Poke's already got another flux because that window, like you're saying, the window in Discord. Thick Boy finds Invictus. That's a huge pick too.
Oh, Yeemeister with the flank kick.
Yeah.
Looks
It's
like
all
he'll
for
be able
naught.
to-
Oh,
okay, hold on.
No, it's just Neslo.
Neslo clutch up.
Clipper kick, clipper kick.
Yeah, when they all grouped up for that window, Yeet landed the Discord on, I think, the Hanzo, and then the balls have a kind of like a like a Junkrat nade kind of thing, explosive radius.
Yep.
So it just took out both the DPS with one ball.
Yeah. Yeah, connectivity doing better than I expected against this Invictus Widow turn Ashe as well, so props to him, but like feels like everyone on the Chimps are playing on point right now.
Yeah, I mean, Havana is usually like this, you want to call this the meta comp for this map, but you know what you gotta do. It's just a matter of who executes the best on either their snipers or their cooldowns. So,
Yeah.
do or die here for the planes. Maybe that'll change their mindset here. Also, you guys are just kicking off. What is that? A mailbox?
I think that's like a little trash bin.
Trash bin.
I think so. Looks like a mailbox though.
That would make more sense. I don't know why.
I'm gonna put in my mail at me level.
Under the street lamp.
Yeah.
Distance is no
Oh,
obstacle to my
Invictus with
accuracy.
that staircase set up. On the Widow able to take down Thick Boy with a nice shot. And you will see connectivity as well. Try and go a little sneaky. Get on that off angle as well. But Urpel knows immediately.
If I were Urpel, I think I'd play a little bit more aggressive. Trust in your higher DPS line for snipers and just hope that they come through.
As you say that, connectivity gets a body shot onto Invictus as he's just too scared to peek. Nestle able to find two though. He's popping off. And not
Yeah.
much landline from both teams though.
The name of the game here, if you're offense right now, is to not lose your heads. Just keep. I know it sucks, but keep trying to push into a Hanzo Widow Zen. But
Yeah. He goes super aggressive. Falls low, not able to get out as he pays with his life. As Thick Boy finds his mirrored here on Neslo. Same with Poke on Urpel.
no one's pushing card. That might just be the end of their full cap here. With that, yeah, they're gonna get another touch now.
They will.
And Urpel is close enough to Flux. It's just a matter of how good Chad's window is.
With playing like how he has like this whole series.
Also, dirty angle by connectivity.
Yeah, over in that right room. Not able to land the shot though. As it gives away his position. Poke. Super aggressive. Playing into that window. As well. There's the window from Chad. As well, Naga matches it. Flex up from Urpel. What? Sonic Chronic?
Yeah.
Oh. Sonic Chronic takes him down through the window. As Urpel's just doesn't respect it with that Zen Discord. Chad's able to... Invictus, they gotta try to find him. No, Thick Boy's got him.
Oh, he's getting. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't hide.
One more good fight from the Chimps, and this is a game set point.
They've got 3 ults, only to the 2 of this. Trance has to be huge for me at Meister.
Purple is caught out. Oh, he missed the
Oh.
2.
He fell down. Meister doesn't go into trance. That may just be it here.
Gonna need a big showing from the DPS of the Plains right now.
Yeah, oh,
and
yeah, no.
It's Joker.
It's Jover, it's Jover.
So, no 3-1, code 3-0.
No 3-1, yeah. Yeah, it's just so rough for the paper planes with all the people there down. Cello guy, bass god, cold beer as well. Getting that ringer for cold beer and Invictus with their main shot color. It's rough, but the Chimps had a really good showing, especially with Thick Boy on that tank, which he has not played this season yet.
I agree.
So-
It's always good when you're able to run multiple comps with people in different roles, I should say,
Mm-hmm.
and to win with both comps. So if I'm the Chimps, I'm feeling a little bit more confident going into the last week of the season here.
Yeah, their Poke was like looking at their power rankings and everything. He's like, why does this JQ stuff? Why did none of you say that it like works to our strength? That's kind of weird. And then they show up like this. So,
Right.
I mean,
I'd say it's less of only JQ and more of that her counters are the high damage off tanks from Overwatch 1.
mm-hmm.
So which traditionally they have a lot of people on their team that play those. So
Yeah.
either if they run Queen or if they run Zarya or Sigma, they're going to be in good shape.
Yeah. So, if you were to decide, who do you think should be MVP of this match? I've got 2 ideas.
For me, I'd probably pick Chad personally.
That was one of them. Yeah, mine was gonna be Chad or Thick Boy.
I
Well.
think there's just something to say about being so dominant in a game where you scare the other team's DPS from even coming close to you. So like his performance on Li Shang just made it so that on Blizzard World, no one even tried to dive him really.
Yeah,
And then a good third map as well. I was also thinking maybe Thick Boy, but I think Chad just had a better game or better match
I
overall.
agree. Because I'm gonna steal him right now just to get him interviewed. Hello,
Hello.
Mr. Chad and Mr. Tristan.
Wait, am I the MVP?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
No way.
Yep. Is it your first time?
Yeah, it's my first time.
that's
Big.
a mistake. It should be more than that.
I
Should.
I got very lucky with the 3 headshots on Invictus on the first map.
Everybody.
Yeah.
You're always down on yourself, like in the scrim. You're like, did I do okay on Kiriko and
Well,
everything?
I hated Kiriko, so and I was forced to play her, so I didn't know.
Yeah, the
Map
base map
enjoyer.
enjoyer.
Yeah. I'm
Yep.
not allowed to play BAP much anymore,
Same. Same.
but that's
Sad.
all right.
But you performed like exceptionally well. Like on that first map, you were just doinking people left and right
Yeah, I
and killing
was.
people. And we were talking about how that second map they just didn't want to contest you because they were scared.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the exact same thing. Like, holy crap, I did so good the first map. They might not want to contest me now.
Well, I can speak from experience that if you go into a good Kiriko and they hit the headshots, there's not much you can do because they have basically like two and a half get out of jail free buttons. So
Yeah,
if you mess up at all, you're gonna get two
yeah,
shots of squishy.
yeah. I'm actually starting to like Kiriko a little bit now.
That's good,
Yeah,
especially with where we are now. You
yeah,
better like her.
yeah. Oh well, I don't know what else to say.
Well, usually we ask you questions. So I'll ask
Oh,
you one.
Hmm.
Did you feel, or did you feel more confident or have a better overall feeling, that in this match tonight, with one of your two comps? You had Thick Boy and Tank, I believe, for two maps, and then
yeah.
him on DPS for one of them.
I felt very confident in our first team comp with Thick Boy on tank because he's a very good junker queen, and all of us just seems like we're all in in the correct place in the first team comp.
Yeah.
I agree with that one, yeah, because it not only is Queen really good, but you can kind of, speaking as a
Yeah,
someone who's also forced under the Kriko a lot, you can play a bit more freely, so
yeah.
to speak, because you know that they can heal themselves quite a bit.
And Poke is a very good tracer player, but he's always forced on a tank. So yeah, I like
Yeah.
the first comp.
Yeah.
Yup.
That's
Riddle,
good.
you got any questions?
Um, I'm trying to remember who's your last. Actually,
Who's their
I
last opponent
think
that they play?
the last opponent. It's like the Raiders, isn't it?
I have no clue.
From what I'm seeing, they
Roseville
play the
Raiders.
Roseville Raiders.
Yep. Are you confident going into that match? You think?
Look, I couldn't name a single person on that team.
Oh.
I don't even know what comp we're playing until the match has already started. So, yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Uh,
You're not entirely wrong. I believe they have two free agents. Um, and the I think two
Well,
more of their players haven't been in the league for about 3 or 4 seasons. So
yeah,
yeah,
they've got.
it's a bit of a friend team.
It is.
yeah, that
It's
makes sense.
so. Yeah, it's Purple Jesus, etc. Viridium, Kevin Toyota, Mini Moon, who was traded for Panini earlier in the season, as well as Artie, the free agent DPS player. So,
Um, yeah, I've only ever heard Purple Jesus, but I don't know how any of them play. So,
I mean, everyone else is pretty new, other than
yeah,
etc. and Mini Moon, maybe you could say.
yeah. I guess I'll just say I'm confident because of our performance tonight.
Are you confident going into playoffs, assuming that this meta kicks off? I believe.
I'm
Yeah.
confident probably for our first match, but if we go against one of the top 3 teams, then it starts to get a little iffy.
I believe you would play, as it stands, either my team, the Overwatch team, or the Shapeshifters.
Yeah, I don't know anyone on those teams either.
I'm one of them.
Well, yeah,
Mr. Corey, Fedora Master, you have as well Teddy Raz, Puppetry Stay. So, Nuttier.
yeah,
Yeah, good old Tom.
yeah,
But
It should be. It's weird. I think half the teams are kind of that needed a boost are kind of getting a boost from this new Queen Tracer
yeah.
meta. So
the equalizing force
right.
that we
A little
needed.
bit of help that they needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Only thing that I don't like about this meta is us not playing kings, but that's all
Yeah.
right.
I mean,
It's
that
not that.
was.
I think they're scared.
I think so.
Yeah.
You guys have a bit of a reputation on Kings Row, so
Mm-hmm.
try to avoid the smoke.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Do you want me to ask or
sure,
you?
you can.
All right. The last question here, Chad, is if you were not the MVP, who would you pick on your team to be the MVP?
Probably Thick Boy, because he was very good on Junker Queen tonight.
I
Mhm.
think we would also agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We noticed the Queen performance was kind of, if it wasn't doing really good, it was forcing Urpel onto Mystery Heroes. So
Yeah.
it's always a good feeling if
Yeah.
you're signing the other team that in the role you're playing is a little frazzled. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were all very surprised at each other's performance tonight.
building each other up.
Yeah.
Yep. Got that. You get a running start for the playoffs as well, which is
Yeah.
always a good thing.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
But I think that should be it for us here as well.
Oh,
Thank you
I
for
well,
believe so.
thank you for joining us, Chad.
yeah. Thanks for making me MVP of this match.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, congrats on yeah, no problem, Buckaroo.
Well, see you guys
Problem.
later.
All right,
Hopefully
bye bye.
next match.
Yep. All right. So I think this should do it
Yeah,
for us here as well in the
yeah.
cast.
I just want to say I like that approach. Not concerning yourself with the other teams, just focusing on your own, thriving in your own lane.
Exactly. Focusing on the grind.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tristan knows what he needs to do.
Exactly.
So make sure to do that, especially going into your last week matches. Don't get too overconfident or
Yeah.
anything because
Don't plan for 3 games ahead. Wink, wink.
Hawks. Yeah. So yeah, this last week it's really gonna determine a lot in that seeding. Keep that divider in the middle, but it's gonna shake some stuff up. Or at least it could.
Yeah. Keep your eyes peeled. There's one schedule as of now. Sorry, two. Sunday night and Monday night. Both have uh 1 seed and 4 seed versus, and then 2 seed and 5 seed. So sorry, not 5 seed, 6 seed. Should be quite a juicy 2 days
Yeah,
in a row there.
it'll be good matches. Hopefully we can get some of those casted in the stream to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But that should do it. This is thank you again for Panini for the prod as well. And I think that's it. This is RiddleDog signing off for Corey on the cast. Bye bye.